Hey, what's up, friends? Ray with Docket Timberworks. So right now we're going to talk a little bit about kilns and do-it-yourself and kiln-dried lumber, kiln-drying bowls, all that good stuff. So kiln-dried lumber is extremely expensive, really expensive. So if you could do it yourself, you're going to come out ahead. A lot of new turners like myself, you want to do the twice turned bowls, and you know, you don't want to wait 6 months, especially if you're brand new. You want to rough a bowl out and then twice turn it. It's one of those things where it could take 6 months to a year. It's a hard waiting process. There's other ways out there. There's a microwave that's pretty dependable. There's desiccant beads. I've had success with those. But kiln, you can do multiple things at once. It's kind of a slower process where it takes maybe a week, 2 weeks, maybe for spindle blanks that are still, you know, thick, 3 to 6 inches thick. It could take months. So, but it'll get you, you know, your stock. And so if you're brand new, talking about, these are all roughed out bowls. They will eventually be twice turned. Some of them successful, some of them not. Okay. So, if the fridge is the heart of the kiln, we're going to take a look at the brain real quick. So, these are Inkbird controllers. I got them off Amazon. They're about 40 bucks a piece. And you just kind of program it. You see this one's set to 100 and it's sitting at 99.5. Okay, the unit consists of the controller that's programmable. It comes with a book. It's pretty easy. Then it also comes with a little plug-in. Okay, and essentially what this does is, I've never used the cooling side, but the heating side is where you plug in your heating element, whatever it be. I use lizard ceramic bulbs for like a lizard terrarium. Okay, you just set it in. And then what happens is that Inkbird automatically turns the light on when it gets a certain degree below your target set, turns it off when it gets a certain degree above it. And then it has an audible alarm for when it gets below it, like if something happened, if the light stopped working, if the door's left open, or whatever. See, this kiln is set to 105. This one was 95.5, now it's 101. So that's just showing you the cycles. So this was my first kiln. This one I got first free. This one is not as desirable because it's the double door setup. Now this won't be a perfect video. I don't have a lot of space. So it's your standard. This is the freezer. This is the fridge. Okay, so now my alarm's going to start going off here in a minute. But what I do is I keep these little side doors in. I like them. This is ingrain walnut. These will make some really nice boxes. We got all different kinds of stuff. So here we go. It's dropped down to 93 degrees. I'll hit this so it shuts up. And then we'll go into it a little more. So, like I said, this was a freezer-fridge combo. I had to cut the dividing wall out. I just used my hole saw, popped the hole up there, and then went down. I popped a hole in the 4 corners, and then just connected with a sawzall. Okay? I drilled a little port for the probe. That's the thermometer that the Inkbird knows when to turn it on, turn it off. I ripped out the guts, I ripped out the lights, the fans. Most of them have a freon and a cooling unit back here. I just used side shears or dikes, whatever you want to call them, snipped the freon line, let it drain slowly. Once it was drained, then I removed it all away. So we'll come out. These shelves suck. I got rid of most of them because they're glass. They block airflow, and then for you to get really truly dried, this should be on stickers so that you know, this bottom surface isn't getting any airflow. It's not evaporating anything. So we'll go tall. I crammed a bunch of stuff in here. Those are cherry spindle blanks. This is a dehumidifier. That unit wasn't in all the way. So I like this unit. It is a combination fan. You hear the fan just kicked on, and a dehumidifier. You got to come out here and check that out every week or so. Okay, now the heating element. Like I said, I got everything on here off Amazon. This is the heating element. I dropped this lizard bulb and broke it. But it's not an actual light. It's a ceramic heating element. Fits in a light bulb socket. This, I like. It radiates and protects heat rather than just a regular socket. Okay.
Pretty freaking busy.
So it's got some checking. I didn't seal the ends. I just kind of picked it up and threw it in here. It was on the ground. That's honey locust. It's still quite heavy. Little cherry square. This is light. This is dry. I can just tell. This is light. This is dry. This is quarter sawn maple. It's right about there. I mean, an indication for firewood is your bark comes off. That means it's down to 20 degrees or 20% or less. I see there's the exhaust. There's the probe. This one's using micro or USB fans. Okay? And it looks like I lost one. So I might just replace this one with another one of those dehumidifiers because I like it. This bulb's in better shape. It's not busted. But that's what they look like. And that housing. So this was an idea to speed up the drying process by knocking the corners off. Ambrosia maple. This is a good size one. I mean, what would that cost you at Rockler? You know, that would be at least a 4x4 by 18 inches long, 20 inches long of maple. See, it also has the wire shelves that you want so the air can fully move through. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So these are cherry blanks. I've got more of the roughed out maple in there. That's another big old hunkin' thing of a quarter sawn. I said I unplugged the fans, ripped out everything, all the guts. I don't want the heat to mess with any of the Freon that's in there or anything. It might be an unnecessary step, but it's a step I take. So that's this kiln. I like it. And as you'll notice, I have a wood hoarding problem. But all this stuff in here's been kiln dried. So I have another little inlet there. So maybe that was meant for just, yeah. Maybe this one was just meant for that's what it was, the cords. I didn't want to run an extension cord over to this corner, so I drilled another hole for the inlet hole, or the inlet cords, and then when it was there, I just said, forget it, it's good. But see, you can tell just by the sound that a lot of this is good and dried up stuff. You know, there's cherry. This is cherry. You really don't want to buy this stuff if you don't have to. And then, like I said, the main thing is look how many bowls you could stack in there, get drying if you just went on a spree of roughing out bowls. This isn't half the bowls I have. Half of them are still up in the house, just air drying, because now I've got enough bowls where it's not a rush to get bowls done so that I have things to turn. I've got plenty to turn now. So a lot of them I'm going to let air dry. Back there is the exhaust port. That's a 2-inch. I used a hole saw and it punched right through it. You know, it's thin sheet metal on the outside, you know, insulation, and then this plastic. Regular hole saw with a standard drill eats right through it. See, there's another one where it's, you know, a little adjustable exhaust port. Tighten it up in the wintertime, open it up more in the summertime. there was 2 misses with my hole saw. What had happened was I was using an impact driver and the vibrations of it messed up the little set screw and the spring went flying. So that's my setup. This isn't a great video, but I just got done, like I said, chainsawing stuff, and I wanted to get something out because my memory card broke in half. I'm heartbroken. I had my memory card and I lost all my turning footage of some really spectacular bulls that I never offloaded onto my computer. I'm serious, guys. It broke my heart, man, because I go back and forth, man. I film on a camera, then I put the memory card into my phone, and then I do my editing on my phone, and then I put the memory card, or then I put it back on the memory card and put it into the computer to upload. I got to get something better because, like I said, man, I had this beautiful, beautiful spalted wall or spalted maple crotch bowl that, oh man, and I had to pull out all the tricks too, man. I had to, you know, sharpen my tool. I had to put shellac on it, take a finishing cut, re-shellac it, finishing cut, because the tear out was so deep in it. And I have the bowl's beautiful, but I have no footage of it because, like, I lost everything. So I'm filming on my phone right now. Look at that. This, you know, this is textbook wood hoarder, man. You see what I'm dealing with. You know, it's like, well, what do you do with it all? Where do you put it all? But, you know, it's hoarding's real. Wood hoarding is real, man. I got a problem. You know, there's my old lathe, my Harbor Freight lathe that I started on. It's just holding wood. You know, half of this stuff I don't know if I'll ever use, but, you know, I have it if I need it. You know, this is nice tool handles, sugar maple, all kinds of cool stuff. So, all right, I'll see what I can use that's usable out of this. Look at this stuff, man. Big old black cherry slabs, some walnut, some king crimson, Norwegian maple, all kinds of cool stuff. All right, man, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for stopping by and checking this out. Sorry it's kind of scatterbrained and all over the place, but this will, man, I mean, look, I mean, that's, you know, nice, like I said, almost 2-foot piece of cherry. That one's probably what, 2.5 by 2.5, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, all kinds of good stuff in there, you know, that you would have to pay an arm and a leg for if you went and got it at a specialty store. Do it yourself. Save yourself a fortune. We spend enough money on tools and equipment. We shouldn't be paying a fortune on wood too. So I'm sorry. This bolt just caught my attention. Man, that's going to be a beaut. Look at that feathering. You know, this is why you make your own bowl blanks. This is why you haul off trees and process stuff down. Because this was a crotch piece. And it's got some wild figure in it, and this is going to be a really nice maple bowl. And, you know, chances are you just can't buy that. You know, that's a deep bowl. Or if you are, that's a $50 bowl blank. You know, how can you even sell a bowl if it starts out at $50 a wood? Well, so there's some thoughts. You know, the topic of refrigerator kilns or kilns in general or drying bowls is prevalent on Facebook. I really can't link the links there, so, you know, I'm not going to share my own links. Other people can share them if they want, but I don't want to be banned out of the groups for self-promotion and this and that. Y'all can always just check out my Facebook page. I post most of my videos on there or links to them, or just, you know, like, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell, do the notification thing, and check me out. I had to do it once, man. I had to do the full, real deal YouTube like and subscribe thing. I said it again. All right, Ralph. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.